This is where 3 generations of emperors. The royal garden that took 89 years to build. It is 7 times larger than the Forbidden City. It is said that a pillar inside is worth 2.7 billion. I heard that there are real photos of Emperor Qianlong in it. Many people know about Mountain Resort, but those who have been to Summer Resort basically go, Ma Guanhua. You don't know what's fun in it. Xiaomu told you quietly. At the Summer Resort, Xiaomu discovered a lot of secrets. Today, Zimu will take you into the Royal Guard. Let's go. What about after we come in? Let me show you a couple. Look at this pair of lions left and right. But I promise you haven't seen this pair. Look at his face, and the ears are drooping down. His tongue is pointed upwards. Do you look like a pug? Because this is the gate of Summer Resort. Further inside is the Royal Forbiddens area. This pair of lions is the Emperor reminding everyone. Don't listen to what you shouldn't listen to. What about during the anti-Japanese war? The Japanese wanted to move the lions away at that time. After a local Good Samaritan found out, smeared a lot of blood. When a group of Japanese people come to move the lions, the eyes of the lion are bleeding. Afraid of removing this lion? Bring them bad luck. He panicked and fled. That's a good saying. If you do something wrong, you will be afraid of ghosts knocking on the door. Moreover, it is said that this pair of lions is not easy to move, for copper bars as thick as the mouth of a ball, buried dozens of meters deep underground, form a U shape. That is to say, if you want to take it away together. Do you think this is the wisdom of the ancients? This is the gate of Summer Resort. Look at the 4-word Summer Resort. It is the imperial pen of Emperor Kangxi. What about the B word for Summer Resort? It has a horizontal under it. You found that there are no 3 horizontal lines. But what about this so-called typo? There are 4 theories. The first theory is that it is Emperor Kangxi. He wrote it wrong, but the emperor can't modify it. I just hung up the wrong word. The second theory is to write beautifully. Under the B word, an extra horizontal is added. The third type, say this B word, the word he is not very good and has a taboo meaning. Deliberately wrong. That is to say, Emperor Kangxi did not write wrong. So which statement do you think is the most reliable? Yes, you can tell Xiaomu in the comment area. Nanmu Pillar. It's inside. Give Xiaomu a free like. Zimu, I will take you inside to have a look. It is the priceless golden Nanmu Hall. Indeed, there is a fragrance. And the golden Nanmu is also insect-proof and fresh-keeping. The characteristic of insect invulnerability. The market valuation of this pillar is 2.7 billion. Look, it's all protected. There are 68 summer resorts in total. 1 gram of golden Nanmu can be exchanged for 10 taels of gold. Why is golden Nanmu so expensive? Golden Nanmu has been used by the royal family since ancient times. It takes more than 1,000 years to grow up. There are more than 60 summer resorts alone. The bulk material of golden Nanmu has basically been exhausted, and cutting yellow wood has brought 1,000 people into the mountain since ancient times. It's all shoulder-to-shoulder transportation. It's not easy. The ceiling inside the hall has 735 pieces. Bats are very delicate, lifelike. They symbolize happiness and longevity. We can all put Fushu in the comment area. Xiaomu also wishes you happiness and longevity. Let's take a look at this floor under our feet. Very, very precious. It's called porphyry. What about this stone? Lava wrapped in shells. What about after it rolls out, forming fossils over billions of years? It is more precious than the gold bricks of the Forbidden City. What about this kind of floor at present? Only Mountain Resort. This floor is used in Prince Gong's house. Very precious. It has a feature. It is when you step on it in winter, it was really warm. And when you step on it in summer, it is very cool. You don't fall when you walk. You say it's amazing or not. What did Emperor Qianlong look like? This is the true portrait of Emperor Qianlong. Then do you know how tall Emperor Qianlong was? It is said that the height of Emperor Qianlong, it is said that it does not exceed 1.7 meters. The place is Xinhuan Pavilion behind me. for emperors once lived here. Emperor Kangxi, Jiaqing Emperor and Pioneer Emperor. 2 emperors have also died. As the saying goes, don't plant mulberries before and don't plant willows after. But in front of the hall where the emperor lived, planted 2 mulberry trees. Are you saying this is just a coincidence? Look at that table inside. It was the humiliating Beijing Treaty at that time, so it's also called the shame table. What about after the death of Emperor Xianfang, Prince Gong Yiking and Cixi and CIA? After a few hours of talking in this room, together we moved our hearts and argued, ruled the Qing dynasty for 48 years. This is where Huanzhou Jige was filmed back then. The second floor of Yanyu building is the study room. What about 1780? He saw Nanhu in Jiaxing, Zhejiang. What about the Yanyu building on Yuanyang Island? Like a wonderland on Earth. Qianlong ordered the painter to copy it and replicate it in the summer resort. The Yanyu building is 5 rooms wide. Hanging above, Emperor Qianlong's imperial pen Yanyulu 3 words. It is the Cloud Dragon gold plaque, and there are 9 golden dragons on the plaque. This dragon has no tail. This is what we call the dragon seeing the head but not the tail. Here is the shortest river in the world. The Jahol River is only over 700 meters long. No matter how cold it gets, the river has never froze. The weather in Chengdu now is minus 10 degrees. In the river, you can see that there is not a single piece of ice, a dividing line. Do you think it's amazing? So how did it form? About 70 million years ago, huge volcanoes used to happen here. The eruption created many cracks. Through this fissure seeps into the ground. What about after heating? It's coming out of the ground, and they formed what is now the hot springs. No matter how cold it gets, this river has never froze. The locals say it. Washing hands by the Reef Spring. All the fame and fortune. Zimu also holds a handful of hot river spring water. I hope you have all the fame and fortune. Follow Xiaomu. Show you the great rivers and mountains of the motherland.